Well, this is definitely not one of the usual vessels we'll see down here at 79. This is definitely one of the larger ones. But this Hydra Sports is pulling out here, and it's pretty incredible to see a boat this big down here at the ramp. Welcome back, guys, to the greatest show on earth, and that is the Miami Boat Ramps channel. I am your host, Broncos Guru, in collaboration with our good friend Wavy Boats. It's another Wavy Guru Productions back down here at the ramp, and today we are back home at 79th. And this crew's going to get out of here pretty easily. They did not launch, they actually just pulled in. It looks like picked up some crew down here, and they're going to get on out of here. But our captain recognizes the camera crew, and it kind of looks like he's telling the people he's with who we are now. And now we're going to get a little excitement out of the crew as they try and pull out of here at 79. And it looks like Grandma's going to toss him in the air and just wave him like she just doesn't care. And here comes one of our first crews in, approaching the dock today, and they're taking the slow roll, kind of cautious approach as they approach the dock down here at 79th. And it's still a little bit of a slow start down here today. And our guys, was that a toss? It looks like we've seen several tosses now. Oh, he got it. Nope, missed again. I think that's the third time in a row right there, bro. And he's got a fourth time, a fifth time. We're going to go ahead and just keep on tossing until we get it right. It's kind of like the ring toss game, except my man's not winning. And did we get it on this time? Yeah, finally after several attempts. And our crew's coming in, and our captain's definitely got some assistance, that's for sure, because everybody seems to be doing something on the vessel right this second. So he should have plenty of help to try and get this boat in. I mean, heck, we've got so many people on one side of this vessel that the vessel's got a pretty good lean to that side even. And so our crew's going to roll up, and we're going to do the slow roll approach to the dock as well. And it looks like they're kind of coming in at a funky angle a little bit, though. Especially with the bow pulpit up front. You kind of need to get that inside that number 2 dock. So that piling right now, being on the outside, is not going to help a whole lot. We've got somebody on the dock who's trying to toss these guys a line, which is definitely a different one because this is not this boat's line. So that's not often that you see that, where you see somebody else just grabs their line and starts trying to toss it to a random boat. And the guy's going to go ahead and back it up a little bit here, but once again, he's got to get that pulpit around the pole, and it looks like we finally have that at least in the right location. But our guy's trying to tie up from here, and that's not even going to be close to where they need to tie up to. He's going to need to pull this one back in a little bit. And we're retossing the line and trying to get it reset up. And that pulpit's come back around to the outside of these pilings, so they're going to have to readjust this, as they're not really going to be able to pull on from right here, I don't believe. So they're swinging the bow around. And I'm actually still kind of surprised actually how much he has these motors trimmed up as well. I mean, it's shallow here, but not that shallow. I think at this situation, you can tell the wind and the current's pushing, that I'd rather have some grip from the props. But once again, with the amount of people he's got on board this vessel, I mean, everybody's kind of trying to do something. So it does look like we still have a line on the dock, and we're trying to get the bow pulled in now. And the crew, everybody's kind of just scrambling. There's no real direction, it appears, as to what the crew is doing. Oh, we're going to get a quick push off up to the front as the bow is still starting to slip, which is strange because you can tell the wind and the current's kind of blowing the other way. So I can see one of the motors is going, and maybe that prop is in forward, and that's kind of pushing that bow out. And here we can see the prop again, but this time it's from the other motor, and this one's definitely in reverse this time. But you can just tell how far he's got it trimmed out. He's not getting a whole lot of bite. So the crew's going to readjust and try and reset this one back up. And I mean, I figured with the amount of people he had in the front of this boat that they weren't going to have that much of a difficult time, but everybody's kind of reaching right here. Uh-oh, she's getting caught up on the bow rail, and this is what I'm always looking for. Oh, no! Oh, she caught herself, though. Oh, man. Little bow rail acrobatics for you guys right here. I mean, she just slips, and oh, the pain, and then she pulls it back out, but somehow she holds on and doesn't wind up taking a swim on this one. But the crew's still trying to get this one set up, so we've got one person getting off at least now. And our bow rail acrobat looks like she's moving herself up to the front as well, and she's going to try and get off of this thing. And she's over here, and now we've got a couple hands on this, so we should be able to get it. We just got to get some lines from the boat up to this crew. And we got our first miss, and the second shot holds. But they're finally starting to pull it. We got somebody walking it up in the front. And with that mid-cleat line, our girl's going to be able to pull this one on, and our crew should be able to get this one off now. But that was a close call. I always get nervous with these boats that have the bow rails like that. I'm just waiting for that day where I see somebody just take a spill just because of those bow rails, and we almost had that day today. I mean, fortunately that the bow rail kind of was there because she was able to hang on to it, perform a little acrobatic move, and keep herself on the vessel versus taking a swim. But that was about as close as I've seen so far to somebody just getting tripped up on those bow rails. But looks like the rest of this crew's got it all tied down, and they've got this boat locked up, and they should be ready to get this thing out of here. So this one's definitely an interesting one here. They've backed the trailer down, they've lined the boat up, but there's no way you're loading this on this trailer right this second. I mean, look at how far the bunks are still out of the water, but this crew, for whatever reason, is like trying to pull it on. So they've got it lined up, and then our guy's just trying to pull, but I mean, we're not even close. This trailer's got to come back another 10-15 foot probably. They look a little confused by it though as well. They're just like, oh, why won't it pull on? Well, it's because the bunks are too far out of the water, bro. So we've got somebody who's going to lend a hand here, and basically, yep, he's finally giving them the right direction. He's like, yeah, bro, you're going to have to bring that trailer back. There's just no way we're loading this with the bunks completely out of the water. So we got him bringing it back, and with the little guidance here from the crew from the dock, there we go. We're going to get these things sunk, and now we should be able to pull this thing on and get this thing out of here. But it was just kind of funny to watch these guys trying to do that with the bunks completely out of the water. There was just no way in the world they were getting this on from where the trailer was sitting. Well, now this is always a fun one right here. I'm guessing the motor cowling, the lock is not working that keeps it on. So our crew's trying to come up with their own locking mechanism, and it appears that locking mechanism is going to be duct tape. Our crew is just sitting here literally duct taping the engine cowl to the motor. But oh no, that's never good. It looks like they ran out of duct tape, and they're going to have to get out of here with it partially taped on. And speaking of getting out of here, we're going to get out of here as well. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Miami Boat Ramps. If you did, be sure to check out our other content. We have Wavy Boats, who does a bunch of great things over at Haulover Inlet. My channel, Broncos Guru, we do some great comedy boating videos over there as well. And of course, we've got Boats vs. Haulover, where man and machine take on Mother Nature down at Haulover Inlet, Miami, Florida. And if you guys haven't already, go ahead and make sure to drop an anchor on the subscribe button here.